What's up, guys? Jared here, Paintbrush Samurai. Today, I'm gonna tell you why science is stupid. Alright? I know a lot of people are gonna hate on this video, but just hear me out and then tell me what you think after the video. Alright? The science that I'm talking about here, okay, here's something that you need to understand about science, first of all. Alright? Is that no science is unbiased. All right, everybody who does science has to be funded, and whoever they're funded by, generally, research is going to be the results are going to be favored in whoever is paying them to get these results, right? So, for example, if Coca-Cola hires you to do research about the effects of Coca-Cola on the body, they're going to be different than if Pepsi hires you to see the scientific results of what Coke does to your body, right? They're going to be slightly different. So science cannot always be accurate. Science is also not always accurate because even if it was, there's also left to the interpretation of the information. So science can deduce information, facts, measurable materials, and then what you do with that information is up to you. It's up to any individual. It's up to the person spreading the information, the person writing the article, the person who did the research, you reading it and consuming it, and then defining what that means to you and how that fits into your lifestyle. So science is biased to an extent. Now, science, of course, has its place in the world, right? It's absolutely needed for advancing technology. It's definitely good for medical purposes, although that could also be argued too because there's a lot of like health and medicine stuff going on that's really sketchy that you can look into if you want. But I'd still argue that, but for the most part, medical science is a pretty good thing. I don't know about like eye surgery, that's been going great. Okay, there's nothing going on sketchy in the eye surgery business as far as I'm aware, but medical field seems to be pretty good. Like I said, advancing technology, science definitely has a purpose. Space exploration, really important stuff. Okay, but in today's society, something that is really lacking that you need to start developing is your gut instinct. Because the only thing that is 100% right every time is your gut instinct. Not your friend's gut instinct, not your mom's gut instinct, not some famous person on the internet's gut instinct, your instinct. Okay? Whatever you feel deep inside of you, that's the only thing that's 100% true. Our society has become a little bit too reliant on science, I think, right? What do people do when they want to get healthy? They want to get in shape. First thing they do is they go to Google. What do I eat to lose fat? What do I wear to lose fat? What kind of exercises do I do to lose fat? Right? Whatever they want. How can I be healthier? They Google all this information. They need science to validate. I don't need the second best way to lose weight. I need the absolute best way, and I got to do all this research. They spend all the time researching how to get healthy, and then they never actually get healthy. And what does mainstream science tell you about these things? They tell you that you got to eat 4 meals, 5 meals a day, scattered, small meals. They tell you that you got to eat grains and fish and vegetables, and you got to have a wide variety of foods, and you got to eat things in moderation, especially things in saturated fat. And what does your instinct tell you about this? Okay, I'm pretty sure just about every single masculine man on the face of the earth loves bacon, loves butter, loves steak. All these things that are considered bad for you, and yet we crave them. And yet a steak has pretty much all the essential minerals and vitamins that you could need. You could literally eat steak every single day and nothing else, and you'd pretty much be healthy. You'd be in shape. You'd be strong as hell too, right? Eggs too. Eggs are another really good one. So why is science telling us the opposite? Why is it telling us to do these other things? Because you don't need anybody else to tell you these things, right? You can just figure it out. You know, science is also going to say you can work out 3 days a week and you're going to get in shape, right? That if you eat a low-fat diet and you work out 3 days a week and you jog every single day, you're going to look good. I don't need science to go outside and see a bunch of people who are jogging and eating or drinking Diet Cokes, eating low-fat meals, going to the gym 3 days a week, and they still look not good. They look sick. They look weak. They still look fat, right? It doesn't take a genius, right? And when you look at a lot of people who are in real good shape, especially when we're talking about like men, females might be a little bit different. But for men especially, you look at older men who are in shape for many years, most of them are eating a heavy diet of meat, right? Now, of course, there are always the exceptions, and I know a lot of people are going to come out and be like, you're stupid because bodybuilders eat like 1% of fat a year. That's totally a different story because those guys are taking steroids and growth hormones and different synthetic products that totally alter the chemistry of your biology. So that's not a very good argument. But here's the thing. When you look at your instinct, right? Let's say you take a child, right? You take a child, you ask them what they want to eat. Which kids say vegetables, unless you're like raising them vegan or vegetarian, in which case you've already like destroyed their taste buds and stuff. But anyways, so just a normal child, you take it, do they like vegetables? No, nobody likes vegetables. Like, they're okay in some instances, but nobody like is dying for vegetables, right? Everybody wants butter and meat, bacon. Everybody craves this stuff. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. And I don't need science to tell me that if I eat steak and eggs every single day and I go to the gym every single day, just like the other buff guys there, eventually I'm going to be buff, right? So, I'm not saying science entirely is stupid, but I'm saying that there is an over-reliance on science today. People are too afraid to believe their own eyes. That's a big problem, especially for men. You need to be following your instinct. You need to trust in yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Jared, Paintbrush Samurai.